What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Degenerators. I am It's Casey time. I'm here with Derek the Dude. Derek, how we doing, man?
Man, we're great.
Yeah?
Fresh off of the first NFL Sunday of the year.
A very lazy Sunday. It was.
But it was great.
It's great.
4 screens.
Yeah.
Red zone on. All the games. All the debauchery.
Wings.
Wings. Yeah, we did have wings. We had fried mac and cheese. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Tequila.
There was
beer.
Tequila beer.
There was a lot of fun. A lot of Degen shit going on.
Absolutely.
A lot of bets. Might have been won. Might have been lost. Definitely lost.
I lost a good amount.
I mean, I started hot.
I didn't lose that. I mean, it was money that I was house money. So
yeah.
You ever really?
It was already there. No, it was already in there. Bro. It wasn't mine. It wasn't mine to begin with. So I just, threw it up. I was running hot.
You were?
Icarus. Fucking Icarus myself. I flew too close to the sun, bro. I nicked my wings.
I thought you had a free money glitch.
I had a free money glitch until I realized the payout wasn't the same.
So all along you were talking so much shit about that yesterday.
Yeah, I was, and I was drunk, so it made sense.
Oh no.
Anyways,
he thought he had it.
I thought I did.
You were telling me to get in, it was free money. And you thought on an underdog you had it.
I mean, it was only like none of I wasn't mine, so it was already in there.
Okay.
It's cool.
What was the glitch?
There was no such glitch, so there's nothing to talk about.
What he thought was
Matthew.
if you could take one, he thought you could pick one.
No, so there was like a
shot.
Yeah, so there's a long shot and add it in, and then when you flex it, you get the 3 out of 4 pay. Yeah. On Prize Picks, it works. It doesn't. There's no deviation to your 3 out of 4 pay, but on Underdog, there is a deviation to your 3 out of 4 play. So if the little 16 times bet doesn't hit, they fucking nerf your payout to like $1 extra.
Like they should.
Yeah, they should. They're
covering their asses there.
It's so smart.
They ran the promo.
Why would I not think about how smart that was? Because we were off the wings, we were off the tequila, we were off everything.
Had a few pulls of tequila and it was like, Matt, like you got to get in on this link. And I was about to follow you. I was like, man, if he's really making this kind of money.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't follow. But hey, we live and we learn.
If I'd followed, you would have never heard the end of it.
We live and we learn.
Sure. Yeah.
We live and we learn. And today I won again already.
And if Devin Duvernay had scored a touchdown, it would have been crazy.
Dude, that would have been insane. If Duvernay house
Simi
won.
Fehoko, any of those. Yeah.
No, Simi actually too. Yeah, and then I had the fullback from the Cowboys too. Hunter Lupke. All right, cool. Anyways, another dub for me today.
Yeah,
because
you went 1-2. Congrats on 1-2, Derek. That was a major 1-2 last week. I suck at picking. I'm 0-6 since football season started.
He is 0-6 since football season.
You don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about our gambling picks. We make it at the end of every episode. It's our HGH picks. We make them with our head, our gut, and our hearts. And
Matt fucking sucks.
All of my working sucks right now. Everything sucks.
You dub.
Like, I can't make
full fade is shit.
I
should be looking at his picks before I make mine and just full fading it, but I'm not because I know how to win.
This week I feel very good. I've reevaluated the algorithm, the program. Right, I've gone in and I have a new idea, a new identity.
Cool.
And I feel good about this week. Last week we're not gonna speak about that. We're gonna put it just like Texas Tech. We're gonna put it in last week behind us.
Yo.
Putting last week behind us. We're moving on to this new week. But hey, before all of that, you get to rip a pack.
Yeah, I do. And it's a Tendies pack.
Let's hurry up and rip a pack. Yeah, you want a Tendies pack. Congrats.
Tendies pack number 3. Last week I got I got a sick Wemby insert. I got a numbered rookie for
Anthony Black.
Yep. And I'm hoping to get the auto in here, but that would not mean Wemby because he doesn't sign
Once
in this
again, I didn't bring any top loaders. Did you bring any?
No, but there's a cool card at the front.
It's not my card, so it's not my problem.
Not anymore.
When I do win next week, I'll bring all the top loaders.
There's a guy in this pack. This is a cool looking card too. I wonder if it's numbered. It is not numbered, but it's a supernatural of SGA.
Those are cool inserts.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea.
Whatever. I got a Tyrese Halliburton. Sweet shots.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It looks blue.
Ooh.
No number. A rookie of the year. Joris Walker.
Who?
Joris Walker. He plays for the Pacers, I think. Oh, nice. Glad they're my cards.
I mean, good thing it's Joris Walker.
Sure wish I had some top loaders.
Yeah, you don't.
You're so salty, dude.
Yeah,
You're so salty for 0-3.
Fucking do.
Joris Walker. Oh, there's the auto. I'm glad you didn't get it.
Oh, auto. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bull. His name's Julian Phillips.
Oh, I know Julian Phillips. Julian Phillips is a nice player. That's a good auto.
What do you know about Julian Phillips?
I got his auto, his college auto. You know, he played at Tennessee.
He played at Tennessee?
Yeah, he played at Tennessee.
That's pretty cool. Well, there's an auto of his.
And what is it numbered?
It looks very basic. I don't think so.
Okay.
Got a Jet Howard rookie. Hey, the man shows up again.
Wemby?
Time after time. He shows up for your boy. Nice. This was a Wemby box. Fuck that auto, because Wemby's here.
I got another box that's just sealed.
Wemby's here. Like, well, it probably doesn't have any Wembys in it.
It's got all. I'm holding out, and I'm not gonna rip it open for 20 years.
That was a pretty sick pack because of Wemby to me.
Nice.
Season ticket, rookie, and a nice auto. Okay, we got sleeves.
We got sleeves, cool. Just no top loaders.
We'll take the sleeves.
Sleeves at least.
Feels so good to win, fellas. We got the fellas from In Between Productions.
Shout out
us.
to In Between.
We got both of them here today.
We got Frankie back.
Frankie, welcome back, Frankie.
Oh, I can't clap too loud. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Always pop.
Yeah, we're not that excited for Frankie.
I'm excited Frankie's back.
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it.
Hey, we're here.
Frankie, where have you been, Frankie?
Washington and then COVID.
Ugh,
yeah, so.
Brutal. Well, welcome back.
Yeah,
we're super happy you're back.
Thank you.
Get a few more laughs and maybe some fact checks so Matt can show that he's wrong.
Fact checks, and then also, if like Marvel or Deadpool comes up, I'll at least
he was
be
so
able
excited.
Yeah, you missed it, dude.
Something.
You missed it, brother.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
I honestly love that clip from last week where we were talking about Marvel and that, but I didn't know how to like label it because like we're talking Marvel, we're talking golf, we're talking the proposal.
The proposal. That was actually
great.
They broke the fourth wall.
It did.
Well, you don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I don't
so
care.
You just
y'all always talk about this fucking fourth wall.
Deadpool broke the fourth wall speaking about the proposal, and it actually wasn't Deadpool. Who was it?
Ryan Reynolds.
It was Ryan Reynolds, but it wasn't Deadpool. It was Nice Pool.
That's right.
Nice Pool. That's his name. He's sick. Anyways, that's
I'll
enough.
get around to watching.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't know.
I watch a lot of
Go
clips
check it out.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. Now that they started releasing the highlights, you should go see it. It's a great movie.
Yeah, the highlights. The highlights of the movie.
Yeah, for some people.
Yeah. Who won?
Who won?
No,
the good guys. They always win. Are you
Yep.
kidding me?
Yep.
There is no good guy in that movie.
Hugh Jackman probably won with the signing contract.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
You know what? That's a good one right there. But also, I would say that Blade, had a nice comeback too. He had a nice
Wesley Snipes, dude.
There you go.
That was pretty cool.
Wesley Snipes was
the only Blade.
Wesley Snipes. I like Wesley Snipes.
The only Blade. The last Blade.
What do I know Wesley Snipes from?
What do you know Wesley Snipes from?
What movie he was in. I know
a lot of them.
Oh, Major League. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one you picked for Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes was in Major League. He was great.
That is a great baseball movie. Those are some great baseball movies.
In my opinion, one of the best baseball movie ever made.
I was reading something the other day, and it was that Charlie Sheen in a baseball movie has one of the top 3 mechanics of anybody because he used to play baseball before he started being an actor. So
that's a fun fact.
Yeah, when he was Wild Thing in Major League 1 and 2.
Great movie.
Great.
Well,
1 and 2 I like. 3 I think we fall off a little. It has its moments.
Well, 3 was after Charlie Sheen went fucking crazy, right?
I think it was before, but he wasn't.
They were making it during one of those interviews. They're talking about it, and he was
no, that was
off
a
the
new
rail
one.
about sheepskin and what he shot up and everything.
Sheepskin.
Yeah, you remember that? Sheep's blood.
Tiger's blood.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Tiger blood.
Yeah, Tiger's blood. I just remember it going crazy with Barbara Walters. What the fuck is this man?
Yeah. 2.5 Men blew back up. It was great.
Yeah. But he was talking about the reboot of Major League. But enough with all that.
It's baseball season, but it was a very important weekend for a specific sport.
Football.
That was
football.
Is back. So football was back. There was, like I said, a lot of Degen stuff, a broken couch.
Yeah.
A couch broke.
You want to get into Degen of the week right now? I mean,
it relates to football.
It does. It does relate to football. I think our Degen of the week for this week, Tyreek Hill.
Has to be Tyreek Hill. Freaky Tyreeki's driving to the stadium, probably speeding, cruising it out. The man was in a Lambo?
I heard a
Rari.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It was in some exotic car.
I heard Kodak bumping in all the videos of it, and I was like, my man was not going to speed.
He was getting ready to go. He was not going to speed.
You can't go the speed limit. Listen to Kodak Black. I know this because that's what I normally.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you're rocking out to?
I do. Probably a little differently, but I don't have as nice of a car.
Well,
I mean, we get Kodak bumping in the Bronco though. That's for sure.
Freaky Tyreek got pulled over. Got yanked out of his whip. Maybe not yanked out. Asked to step out of his car. They said he wasn't cooperating or whatever else. Somebody forcefully pushed him to the ground.
Yeah, it was a push.
They said they used his momentum to move him to the ground.
It was a hip check.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't clean. It wasn't a clean hit. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. And then they tried to take that man in. They really just detained him. They cited him twice, and then Calais Campbell, his teammate, saw what was happening because it was right by the stadium. And Calais Campbell is a massive man. That is not who the cops want to see rolling up. But he pulls up, gets out of his car to support his boy, and they put him in handcuffs as well.
That's one version of the story. Another version of the story is they were both racing. I had heard that, right? They were both racing on the way to the state.
There's four sides
I'd heard
to
that
every story.
version of the story. I don't know what is, you know.
The only proof
did
I
Calais
need,
Campbell just destroying like, oh no, they got Tyreek, like, or,
yeah, that's his boy.
Or was he losing the race? You know, like, you know,
They didn't pull him, but he pulled up.
Like,
If he was losing the race, he keeps going. He keeps going because you don't want to hear it, and then you don't want to be involved with the cops. He was trying to get his homie to make sure that he was on his way to the game.
Or was he there to vouch like, hey, he's a Dolphin with me, and we got a pretty
just
big
all
game.
that kind of stuff.
Like,
He was
big
there.
game going on in the
He was stepping
today.
out for his teammate,
Yeah.
and
I respect
the cops, you know, put their handcuffs. The thing that for me is that the police chief or whoever it was came out and said things were wrong. They already put somebody on admin
Right,
duty.
but then they came
Don't
out
care.
today and completely
No,
changed
that was the
story.
police union
Yeah.
who changed it.
There's
That
a
has
lot of
nothing
different.
to do with the chief.
I don't know.
The union
I
is
agree.
different. Do you know how it works? Do you know how it works?
I've been watching The Wire lately.
So you don't know how
I've
it
been
works
watching
because
The
you
Wire
just finished
lately.
season
So
2.
I've
Did you
2
dabble in
episodes
3?
into season 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I dabbled with 3 last night.
Okay. You still don't get it.
There are different units. Like not every cop's
The
a cop,
union
right? I know that.
and the chief typically
Yeah.
work against each other in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a union guy coming up. Now
And then you got
now he
McNulty
gets
just
rebuffed.
drinking his
Oh my
ass off,
God.
driving everywhere. You know, like fucking.
Yeah, if you just
beating
get
the
into
shit out of
McNulty,
folks,
then
and yeah, and McNulty's
McNulty's a character.
He's wild, bro.
That whole show just from where you're at takes off. No,
like where he slammed his car in the barrier and like just got out and then just hollered at the waitress at the diner. Like he's nuts.
He's a cop,
dude.
dog.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Crazy.
Cop in the late '90s in Baltimore,
Crazy.
early 2000s.
Well, congrats to Tyreek. You've won a lot of awards, but DJ
But
of the
this
Week
has
is
to
the
be-
most illustrious
yeah.
award you probably ever won.
And
so
we're gonna buy you one of your own cards.
yeah, if you would,
You're gonna
see
see
this
this.
tweet. If you see this tweet,
You're gonna
holler
see
at
this.
us, man. We're
Cheetah. I'm pushing it out to Cheetah. Hey, the man gets
Come in
pulled
peace.
over. Okay, let me finish the story because he gets pulled over. He gets detained. He
Yeah.
makes it to the game.
And it goes off.
Makes it to the game. So not only does he have a run-in with the cops early, it's publicized. He's freaking famous. He goes to the game and then he catches his career longest touchdown pass, 80-yard touchdown reception. Runs it down the sideline. Everybody sees it. You know, it's a very big play. Very in the moment of the game too. It was
And
huge.
hits the handcuff celebration.
Jalen Waddle pulls up, detains him in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
The broadcast cuts away. So if you were watching on like whatever channel it was on, they cut away. They don't let you see that. But of course, everybody and their mom got to record it. And so now that's going to be infamous. So Freaky Tyreek showing out. And then just saying, hey, I'm going to make this situation even bigger. And then he talks about it after the game, like, how can we help? And what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?
Yeah. He
And
said,
dude,
I'm a big
he's-
fan of
he's
police.
turning that
I
shit
even
up.
have a state trooper's hat. He mentioned
That's
that.
verified.
He said, I even have a state trooper's hat. I was
Verified.
like, okay.
Showed up to the game, showed out.
It's just a random fact to throw out there. Like,
After
you
the
know.
game, too, his fellow compatriot in CTE went ahead and retweeted his tweet saying, I know
AD, yeah.
new baby mama tonight. What, baby mama number like
Yeah,
16 or
child
something? for him?
loading soon. or
He
something
said
like
child
that.
loading soon. The man just showed out
Yeah.
and just stunned on everybody. So I get it. I get it. Hey, man.
Also, shout out to Ocho Cinco, who after the arrest, he came out and said, I'm betting Tyreek Hill anytime touchdown today. That's sharp.
Ocho Cinco's
That's
great.
sharp.
I'm a
Like,
fan of Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, he's a bit. I loved him.
Yeah, he's
one
awesome.
of my favorite receivers ever.
Honey buns, boiled eggs.
Yeah,
That's
just
all he needs in his life. Ramen
just
noodles.
Simple man. Likes
You
to
know,
run fast, run routes.
FIFA.
Yeah,
Plays a lot of FIFA. Talks a lot
Smoke
of
cigars.
shit. Smokes
That's
cigars.
all right. But yes, no, so outside of that, man, there was really a bigger headline in the NFL. this
No,
week.
there wasn't. And I know what you're about to say.
There's
and
a
I'm
bigger
not down
headline.
with this, and I refuse to be a
There
part
was
of
the
this.
biggest headline of the week. J.K. Dobbins is back, right? J.K. motherfucking Dobbins. All right. Everybody will talk about all the other stuff that happened, everything else. I have been on J.K. Dobbins, the J.K.
Nuts.
Dobbins train. I wouldn't say nuts.
He's
but
been
I've
on J.K. Dobbins nuts.
I have been a major J.K. Dobbins fan since the guy played at Ohio State. He's a Texas boy. And a Texas boy went up to Ohio State, balled out at Ohio State.
That doesn't make me
I
like him.
picked him above Jonathan Taylor in a dynasty draft, right? It was that smart move. People said it wasn't, right? They said they doubted me. And he didn't do great in his time at Baltimore. He did great when he was on the field, but then he kept tearing his Achilles and his ACLs and ripping up every ligament known to man in his legs. And he rehabbed with our boy Aaron Rodgers last year and got it feeling
really-
right.
that
And then
really
he
makes me
reunited with
confident.
his old coach. Was it? No, it wasn't his old coach. Not
You
at
don't
all.
even know.
It was not his old coach because Jim Harbaugh was at Michigan. Anyhow, he reignited with a guy who wants to give him the damn ball. This is what he did. And Jim Harbaugh gave him the damn ball. And all he did was show out. Everybody said, hey, is Gus Edwards going to really take the job? Is Kamani Vidal going to take the job? They were clowning me for staying with J.K. Dobbins. And I traded for J.K. Dobbins in a different fantasy football league. I have been stashing up on J.K. Dobbins cards all off season, right? And I was vindicated. I'm not selling because he's going to win MVP. J.K. Dobbins for MVP. I wonder what that bet is. That's a future bet that I would get on.
How much would you put on that bet?
$100. I'd probably cash out. I'd be
well, if anybody watches this
nuts.
episode, the odds are definitely going to just crash because
nuts,
they're going to be just realize how good he is because you said so.
They probably don't follow me. Don't pick that.
How did he lead the league in rushing yesterday?
He'll probably snap his.
Did he lead the league in rushing yesterday? Did he lead the league in rushing touchdowns yesterday? Did he lead the league in any statistical category?
He might have. He had 135 rushing yards. Who did better?
Joe Mixon.
How many did he have?
30 carries and 150.
Okay,
I think.
So he's number 2.
He had that many?
He had 135 yards rushing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's
you don't remember me screaming like he?
I was watching other shit. I had a lot of other shit going on.
I was beelined on the top left screaming. Had the Chargers Raiders game on, and I was just buzzing.
Well, yeah, Chargers Raiders. I wasn't watching that one, but I did see that Poona Ford got an interception that I missed as well yesterday.
I didn't see that.
Poona Ford, former Horn.
Okay.
Defensive lineman catching a pick. Sick.
Okay.
Filthy.
J.K. Dobbins was the headline, but there was some other stuff that went down too.
There's a lot of stuff.
We had a really good Texans Colts matchup.
Yeah, that was a really good
game.
Anthony
Richardson was stupid.
AR-15.
That was a can.
He threw a ball off of his back leg, the quarterback for the Colts, off of his back leg while like pressure in his face.
Yeah.
And
he had 2 guys running at him and just
57 yards in the air. It looked further. It looked like 65 yards.
Honestly, it felt like he threw that from his own
just
30
all
with
the way.
The goal line.
He pretty much did. And then Alec Pierce caught the ball and scored, and it was legit. And it was like a 65-yard, 70-yard touchdown. But the ball flew the whole way. It was insane.
Yeah.
And then C.J. Stroud showing that last year wasn't a fluke, or at least showing that right now so far it wasn't a fluke.
That guy's a gamer, man. He's just good.
Stephon Diggs catching a few tuds.
C.J. Stroud is just good at football.
Nico Collins showing up and showing out.
Yeah.
That was a good matchup. That was a fun game to watch.
Stephon Diggs is going to be scary in that offense too. Unless he doesn't get his ball. Like, he's the only piece I think that could self-destruct that team.
But he's been told that all offseason, so I hope. And DeMeco Ryans
is
a great head coach.
He's going to play nice. He's going to be good, Stephon Diggs. I give him 5 weeks. After 5 weeks, if he goes 1 week, especially in a prime, like he
just caught 2 touchdowns, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, they get a few primetime games.
Come on, bro.
They get a few primetime games, right? But he doesn't get his target share, there are a lot of mouths to feed in this offense, right? Mixon, you got Tank Dell, you got Nico, and people are going to be focused on Stephon Diggs, stuff Schultz. Yeah. All I'm saying is, when bad Diggs starts showing up and he said, "Give me the damn ball" in prime time,
I think DeMeco Ryan stands up and says, "Get the fuck off my sideline."
That would be fascinating to watch.
Get the fuck off my sideline.
You don't think that would be some self-destructing bullshit to happen? Like,
nah, the team would then rally around it and be like, "DeMeco's our guy.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, he was trying to hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
Get that future AB
and
CTE out of here."
Defense played.
There's a lot of CTE happening with these wide receivers. They do get clocked a lot though.
They do. They do get hit pretty hard.
I get it, and they want to show out, and they got to be flashy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He also had a great before the game. He had a great comment. Did you hear this one?
I don't know.
Where he said, they were asking him. Basically, they were trying to get him to trash the Bills before the game, and he said, "I'm never gonna badmouth my ex to try to make my new girlfriend feel better." That was a bar. That was.
He saw that on.
He saw that on
Twitter,
and
like,
that's just great life
quotes.
Advice as well. Like,
it's Instagram quotes, like somebody's story they posted a few weeks ago, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Like I remember that one. Like next time they try to give me there, like
Dan, he saved the story and everything, and he goes back and watches it. Like, bro, he found the time to use the line, and he did it.
And it was perfect execution. It was well played. And,
did his ex win the game too?
I don't know.
The Bills, didn't they win, or did they lose it? Yeah, the Cardinals.
Yeah,
they won. They beat
Kyler. So the Cardinals.
Kyler Murray.
I've been banking big on Marvin Harrison Jr. for a while.
Man, wasn't that a big card you showed us the other day?
It was. It's still a big card.
Marvin Harrison Jr. From
honestly,
Ohio
I hope
State.
his price dips because I'll go out there and buy every Marvin Harrison Jr. auto.
It won't go that far down.
They won't.
Anyways,
I should still stock up on him.
Matt was so high on this guy. We had a number.
Started him in a lot of fantasy leagues.
65 yards or over was a prediction on a lot of the spots. And how many did he end up with?
He ended up with 4.
And who led the team in receiving on that team?
Greg Dortch.
Yeah, Greg,
talking about Greg
the
Dortch.
The
You're
Torch
talking about
Dortch.
Greg goddamn Dortch.
Greg,
I'm so fucking sick of hearing
the Torch
Dortch.
Dortch. This man is a burner. He's an absolute burner.
He's a very average receiver. He's a mid.
He's okay. So the coach from the Arizona Cardinals is a total nerd, total dweeb. His first meeting with all these players, they have like video of him.
Yeah, that guy does suck.
What's that guy's bombs, name? Boom, 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 and he's dodging him. He's running through him. Yeah. Greg, the Torch, Dorch.
Is that what he said?
No, that's not what he said. That's what his nickname is now, and I hope he sees this.
Okay.
Because he did great, and I really, 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 really believe in you and appreciate you, Greg Dorch.
Greg Dorch is.
You made him look like an idiot. It was awesome.
Well, you
it's
know,
pretty easy,
I blame
awesome.
Kyle. I don't blame Greg Dorch for just doing his job, and he was being a very good middle of the road receiver, option 3 out there, right? There was one
Option
the one
3
highlight
gets you dubs.
of Marvin Harrison Jr. where he is wide open. There's nobody around him.
You just saw
30
one
yards.
clip, yeah.
And we kept that highlight show on. It was just kind of going on Sunday Night Football. And every time I would see it, I got more mad, right? And I get more and more mad that he was so fucking open. And you know what? If he connects on that pass,
I think it's 1 yard short of what you needed.
I don't know. How do you know? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know this.
Go back to the play and see where they were.
Hey, maybe he realizes I got a dog out there. Throw him the ball. But Kyler probably couldn't see over his fucking O-line.
He can't see a lot.
There's
What are you going to say?
Nothing wrong with all the short kings out there, but Kyler, they shouldn't be playing NFL fucking quarterback. I know that much.
Why are you limiting our short kings?
They shouldn't be playing quarterback.
What else shouldn't they do? Why are you restricting people?
I mean, hey, all I know is he should have thrown the fucking ball to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Guys, this is a friendly pod. I'm sorry for my friend's actions and his words.
Shout out to all the short people out there. You know?
Yeah, I apologize.
Shout out to all y'all.
God, how inconsiderate.
I mean,
what else? These guys are out here busting their ass.
Yeah. One piece from the Thursday night game. I know we're bouncing around a few different games, but try to jog your memory back to Thursday night.
Whoa, bro. I don't think. Whoa. Yesterday's a blur.
Chiefs Ravens.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Chiefs Ravens. That game. You remember that game?
Isaiah Likely showed up.
And then his toe went a little over the line.
Oh, it was so close. It was a great first game of the season.
It was a great first game of the season. My Chiefs won. We love you, Patrick. We still love you.
Yeah, shout out Patrick Mahomes.
Shout out Patrick.
Fuck
Mahomes.
Texas Tech for sure.
He played his butt off. He's the only thing we got going.
Oh, what is that? Now. Give me that.
Only thing. Oh yeah, this guy looked pretty good. So
this guy looked really good.
We're really crossing our fingers here that hoping that he doesn't get too big of a suspension for going absolutely
He had a savage mode summer.
He had a wild off season. My guy just
shiesty summer.
He came in like Grand Theft Auto, just
quite literally. He
just
was
pushing people off the road.
Swinging that whip.
Yeah,
drunk as hell.
Yeah, I was there defending because of this card solely. I was there defending and breaking down the film like it was the Zapruder films and like
he was telling me, it didn't look like he was
wait,
driving.
I don't think he got out of the passenger seat or he got out of the passenger seat. He didn't get out of the driver's seat.
He wasn't driving. He's gonna be good.
Like, he did nothing wrong. He was just there with his boys. Were going crazy on the road.
And then there was like a fight too later in the an altercation.
He punched a photographer. That one was him. And
okay.
He stood on business. I bet that photographer was a fucking punk. Personally, I bet he was a punk. He had a rough offseason. It was dicey headlines for my boy Rashi.
But he showed up in the game.
And then he showed up.
He had over 100 yards
receiving. He just shows up and balls
I think. Yeah, he had 100 yards receiving.
Now his
Xavier
production
Worthy.
will probably go down. Xavier Worthy looked really good.
2 tuds.
And can you imagine when they get Hollywood Brown back?
Dude, that's gonna if they can all catch the ball, it's gonna be insane.
Bro.
Yeah,
speed. They got rid of Kadarius. I miss Kadarius.
Yeah, fuck you, Kadarius.
I miss
Tony.
Kadarius because I miss Kadarius Tony.
I don't like him.
I like him. I think
don't
he
like him.
Cool.
Never liked him.
But
never like him.
You know, Isaiah Likely, right? He had a really really good game, and then just made himself look so bad afterwards. There's a video of him in the tunnel walking out of the stadium. And Chiefs fans are giving him some shit, and he yelled, "Fuck you, bitch!" Like the way he yelled, it was very,
Very what?
I don't know. I'm
confused.
So it felt like the spoiled kid that wanted to take his just ball and go home after getting beat at the park. You know what I mean? Like he got his butt whipped in a game of Madden or 2K or something, and he just took the controller and went home.
Except it's a lot like more important than Madden or 2K,
but yeah,
or anything like that.
But it's also more. You got more cameras on you, right?
He didn't care.
Somebody who lost that game, and you could just tell this kid.
He was charged. He was ready to roll.
Well, but then he got in the press conference. He was able to compose himself, and then he went in the press conferences and said one of the most idiotic things I've ever heard in a press conference. He said, that was a bad game for us, and the Chiefs, though, if that's the best they got, good luck in the postseason. Let me tell you something. The Chiefs just won their second Super Bowl in a row and are going for a fucking three-peat, and you're going to tell them good luck in the postseason.
And they just knocked y'all out last
year. And they beat y'all that night.
And you were
there.
Like,
they own you. They own you. I'll say that. Yeah.
I don't think anybody can own anybody.
Hey, easy. But no, they
Wild,
it
bro.
was just they own the Chiefs
and
the Chiefs organization
and saying the postseason
owns
has
the Ravens.
like the game, week 1 has any indication on what's going to happen in the postseason.
Oh, their best receiver was out. You don't think they're going to get better as the season goes along? And if they're not, it wasn't their best, and if it was, it still beat your ass. That was the best we've seen of you this season so far.
Everybody can have injuries.
That was the best game of
Everybody
Isaiah
can
Likely's
regress.
It was the best game of Isaiah Likely's career.
It's likely he doesn't have another one like that.
I think he will. He's really good. He's really good, and I hope he doesn't eat so much of Mark Andrews' targets because I have him in a few fantasy leagues as well.
Well,
but
obviously he took him over, so
I hope he doesn't. That's going to be interesting to watch. I also think they, I don't know if I have this on my HGH picks, but I do. So I'm gonna keep that one for later. But yeah, that was the only piece. I mean, that game was crazy though.
So also with the rest of the week, we had 2 number 1 picks completely shit the bed.
Yeah.
2 number 1 overall quarterbacks in the past 2 years. One was Bryce Young
My
for
head
the
pick
Panthers.
from last week did not do well.
The other
I
was
had Panthers +4 and they lost by 100.
Trash. Caleb Williams of the Chicago Bears, this year's first round pick, were both absolutely atrocious. Butt cheese, literally, quite
Butt cheese.
truthfully.
You
Butt
going to
cheese.
that from poo cheese?
I'm switching it up.
I think I like butt cheese better than poo cheese. Poo cheese just I don't know. It's
Well, since your opinion's so poo cheese, I might just switch it back.
Okay.
Anyways, trash ass boy. Those 2 guys fucking sucked. Bryce Young's first pass attempt was a pick.
Yeah,
He's
it's just
fucking
so bad.
garbage.
I was so excited to see it too. It came out. I was like, he looked so good in that preseason game.
Just
I was
because
like,
these
man.
guys playing college for these colleges and these prestigious universities and they have the talent around them, they're not playing the same people. They're not playing NFL talent. All the NFL guys are on their team, and now these guys are getting shown the fuck out. Like, Bryce Young has been horrible. Matt yesterday was like, oh, he was good in college. He hasn't, he's not bad. He should be good. He's not. He's not making the right progressions.
You don't think
he's not
ever,
making
you don't
the right
think he's
reads.
ever going to be a good?
No,
NFL
at this
quarterback?
point, you should see that he has at least some redeeming qualities. He doesn't have a single one yet. He can't run the ball. He can't pass the ball. He can't change the plays of the line. He doesn't do that. And the coaches keep shuffling out on him. There's nothing good for him. Caleb Williams, trash. Dookie. What else? His defense had to. His defense scored more points than his offense.
I think we need to check back. Let's set like a mental note. Week 18.
Please.
We'll come back to these.
Cool.
Right? Because Caleb, like calling somebody trash. After their first NFL game.
He wasn't even good last year in college.
Fucking joke.
Wasn't even good last year.
He won the Heisman Trophy last year.
That shows you how shit the year was and how Rob Quinn got.
Okay, that's Rob Quinn got. You thought Quinn Ewers should have won the Heisman last year? You're a fucking moron.
He was
dude.
hurt for a couple games. If he was there, he would have. Yeah, for sure.
Get out of here. That's absolutely not.
Because Texas is back.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you. Say something about it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Y'all look good. I think
Texas just smoked Michigan on Saturday.
Pretty dog shit.
Fucking smoked them. They scored 1 touchdown after the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter when all the dogs were
Michigan
pulled.
looked really bad.
Horrible.
Texas looked good.
Texas looked great.
Really bad.
Quinn Ewers' footwork, his dodging, his 3rd down play, amazing. He spread the ball out once again. Gunnar Helm got a lot of the catches though. A lot of the catches. They ran all over him whenever they had the great strategy of, hey, we're going to wear your big boys out and just run to the side every time. And when they go off the field, we're going to run it up the middle now against the backups. And it crushed. Nothing you can say about it. Okay. Texas Tech sucks. You know that. Okay. Longhorns are going to be ranked. They're ranked number 2.
We lost.
They're ranked number 2 now.
You bringing up Texas Tech, like we're
it just helps. It makes me feel so much better.
It's
like when you put the horns down.
Conferences now.
It's like when you put the horns down. We're in the same state. That will never change. We are in the same state. And I'm a son of the Republic of Texas. And that's all mama's, bitch. That means that I care about the whole state and I care about hating you the most. Fuck Lubbock. That means that
you didn't go to the fucking school.
First generation
I know that
Texan.
much. There was that little bit of information that maybe changes the.
I've been to that school more than you've been there, buddy.
Son of the Republic of Texas. Get out of here, that fucking. No, you haven't either.
Yes, I have.
That is absolute lie.
I live on that campus.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're more around Austin High with the people you've been like DMing and all the athletes and stuff. So
no.
That's fair.
No,
that's fair.
Man, do we want to get into Texas Tech right now? We can.
No, we don't. But I do want to get into Texas. They look dominant in all facets of the game. They did everything. They
look good against a pretty weak Michigan team. I think.
Against a pretty weak Michigan team.
Since LSU is the worst defending national.
Do you think Michigan's going to lose more than 5 games this year?
No, because they play in
they're going to be good. They're going to be fine.
They probably lose 4 losses.
This just shows how elite the Texas
They get 3 more losses.
And that Quinn is a legit Heisman candidate.
We'll see. We'll see when it all. I mean, y'all look really good. Y'all looked really good in that game.
He's trying to save face. Go back to all the clips. Anything that he says about Texas.
I don't think y'all win the national championship.
He's trying to save face.
Who beats us?
Georgia or Ohio State?
Georgia beats y'all.
We beat them in the regular season and in the postseason if they make it.
I think y'all lose both of those matchups.
Okay.
and then you get to the playoffs and you wait till you get to them again. I think they might hang 3 L's on your head.
No, we only have 2. Oh, you're talking about in the SEC
I think
championship?
In the playoffs, yeah, the SEC championship, then the playoff. Is there SEC championship game that's played this year? I don't know
with all the new changes.
With all the new changes, I know every time Georgia lines up on the field with y'all, I think they dominate you. This year,
okay,
I do. Georgia's my only hope.
I've been seeing your
Georgia,
HGH picks, and I don't care what you think.
Yeah,
so.
Georgia, you're my only hope.
0-6, telling me how things are going to go the rest of the year. Smart. So you can just flip, bet on the reverse. It's all fucking happening. Sick.
Do what you want to do.
Love it.
Do what you want to do.
I did it.
I mean, I also know Vanny's gonna give y'all a game.
No, they're not.
Diego Pavia.
And all you Texas A&M Aggies
Pavia.
who have been hiding with your team in the SEC. With all of you guys that have been hiding, Texas Tech's been vocal. They've been around. They've been loud and proud and stupid too.
And we were better than y'all at the last decade. Before last year.
Texas A&M fans, we're coming for you, and we're not going to show mercy. Hook 'em.
Okay.
That's the most important game of the year anyway.
Yeah. I mean, really?
It's been over 15, 20 years.
Y'all are
since
so
we played
obsessed
them.
with each other. Here's the thing.
I fucking hate
Here's
them.
the thing. A&M and Texas fans.
Fucking hate them.
For tale of oldest time.
And they
right?
suck. And
I've been told,
Mike Elko.
being raised in this.
Mike Elko's trash.
In this burnt orange mayhem that I was raised in, right? I was always told that, A&M, their whole fight song is about Texas, and their identity is just about how, Texas.
Our fight song has the Aggies in it too.
But let me tell you something. Ever since y'all went into the SEC,
so 6 months
y'all
ago,
have been equally as obsessed. You've been equally
I'm
as
so
obsessed.
ready. I'm frothing at the mouth. I will not disagree.
Yeah,
I've wanted to play them more than any team in the whole nation. I wouldn't care if they
salivating for them.
Hell yeah. If they told me that they would cancel UT season and just play A&M 11 games straight, and we had no chance at the playoffs, no chance at any of that, I take it.
Y'all are so obsessed with each other. You're so obsessed with each other.
Just feels so good to be
you
the
are,
shit out
right?
of it.
And I'm happy to see the game back, but there was always this Texas fans. I did a poor job in.
How you hating from outside the club?
No, hey.
Can't even get in, boy. You ain't part of this shit. Keep over there.
I was raised a part of this.
Get your little SC
and I actually went to my
Tech
school. That was another
going.
thing. I just want to put that out.
You can keep saying that.
I will.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I will.
You also went to some place in Arkansas.
Harding
Claim
University.
that shit.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, cool.
Didn't love that school.
Go Comets.
But no.
University of Texas at Dallas. I'll rep that.
Okay. Well, here's the deal.
Took too much money, bitch.
When we get into this game, right? It just there's so much animosity.
It's the day after Thanksgiving.
And it's fun to watch.
It's the day after Thanksgiving.
It was a fun tradition to see.
Where you have to see all your cousins,
but Texas
uncles,
fans have
everybody.
so much arrogance. And I did a
because we've earned it.
I did a
we haven't earned goddamn over the whole.
Y'all haven't played them for a decade. Y'all haven't played them for a fucking.
And our record is still better.
Y'all beat them with Case McCoy and Jackson Shipley, which was objectively hilarious because it was the shittier like Costco off-brand version of Colt and Jordan. Right?
And they beat them last game.
Right.
That's all that matters.
And I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious, right? But here's the thing. There is so much like when explaining why Texas fans sucked last week, I did a bad job of articulating exactly what. The t-shirt fans that I was speaking of that came out of the woodwork last season when they started getting good, that's one reason, right? But it's really this arrogance of you thought, and it's arrogance.
How many national championships do you have? How many national championships
we were in the national championship
How
game.
many national championships do you have?
How many do y'all have? Y'all have 4.
2. Footballs? 2 in football.
4 in football.
Everywhere else in baseball. I count 2. There's only 2.
You don't even count the 69? I mean, in your lifetime, you've won 1 in football.
2 that I want to count. And you still have 0.
We were in a national championship game sooner than y'all were in basketball.
We were in a game.
Right. We were. And we should have won that.
We were in a game.
We want to get to the last 3 minutes of that game.
We were in a game.
The refs kind of fucked us
so you
over.
can't finish and you didn't finish and you suck.
Just like y'all did in the fucking playoffs last year. But so I just that is the arrogance is really the reason. The blind, not deserved arrogance, right? That's really the thing that irks, I think, non-Texas fans. And just I'm able to get out of it and see why these two fan bases hate each other so fucking much.
Are you finished or are you done? Are you finished or are you done?
I mean,
we've earned this arrogance and we run the state.
You have not earned a thing.
We run the state.
We have run the state.
We run the state.
Whatever, brother. I really look forward. I really look forward to just the unexplained loss that y'all have this year. Comes out.
UTSA next week.
Well, it won't be that one. It won't be that one. Y'all handle your business. Y'all are a team. Sorry,
we stand on business. Okay. We stand on business.
You can't talk to you. It's impossible. Oh God.
Archman and slime, slat.
Georgia. I need y'all.
Yeah, he fucking needs you bad, Georgia. He might start DMing some of your recruits. Fuck.
No, this is just
crazy.
It's ridiculous, and you haven't won shit.
Except for national championship. Thank you, Vince.
Somebody who lost something this week, Notre Dame. Notre Dame got beat on their home turf by Northern Illinois.
Hey, Northern Illinois got some dogs on the team.
Okay, but did you watch any of that game?
No, but they're literally, I think, Lobos or Wolves, so it's like got some dogs kind of.
They're the Huskies.
Yeah, they got some dogs on their team.
So I guess that kind of works. But yeah, dude, it was like watching all the crowd shots of this. I mean, ranked number 5. You just had a big, like, amped up. I mean, beating A&M at Kyle Field is something to.
It's huge, even though A&M sucks. That's a huge. That atmosphere was crazy.
That was a crazy atmosphere, and they came out and in their own home turf they lose to Northern Illinois. What the fuck? Like, that is a.
I mean, when you have male cheerleaders, it just gets rowdy, I guess, at the game. So
what does that have to do with Notre Dame?
They were at A&M. The male cheerleaders just make it that much louder and rowdier.
It doesn't apply to the scenario, but it's cool.
That's how they get so loud, dude. They're screaming in your face.
With the Northern Illinois Notre Dame game?
No, not that one. I'm talking about the game before.
You're still obsessed with A&M.
Yes.
It's the same shit.
I'm hounding it, baby.
Yeah. It's y'all are equally as delusional.
Bring it up and I will slam it down.
You know, but that was crazy. It was also crazy to me. So they have Jason Garrett. Your boy Jason Garrett.
I don't like Jason
Garrett. Your boy Jason Garrett.
I never have.
Former Cowboy Jason Garrett. He's also a big, I guess he went to Notre Dame and he's on the broadcast for the Notre Dame broadcast. The post game was hilarious because he was beat red.
He's always beat red though.
And he was so mad. It looked like he wanted to cry. And he's like trying to force objective thoughts about the game, but he's so mad.
Yeah.
He was hurting, man.
They shouldn't have lost. Their coach even said that they lost sight of it and they thought they were better than they were.
It was the one fan base that was hurting more than my own fan base this past week. We were hurting, man. I was so sad after that game. We played Washington State, Texas Tech. We played Washington State in a game that was gonna, we'd been taking a single overtime with Abilene Christian, and we were going to learn a lot about our team. I'd watched probably 2.5 hours worth of press conferences before this past game. We had a 9 p.m. game. It was in Washington. Played Washington State. 9 p.m. game. I'm all jacked up. I'm excited. Getting there.
He's mad because Texas won too, so he needs his win. He needs his team to win.
He also, contrary to your belief, I don't consistently just think about Texas all the time.
Also on his juice, he was super juiced up. His juice parlay.
No, the juice. The juice parlay. Yes, all it needed was Texas Tech money line. That was it. It would have been the first time we had a juice parlay hit in the history of this podcast.
Even though he went 0-3 on HGH, he went 5-1 on his juice parlay, and his only miss was his team.
It hurt so bad.
And he got cocky. So who were they favored though? Who was favored?
No, we were underdogs at the time of the game. On the parlay that I picked, we were favorites. It was like a 2.5 point line that was swaying.
Yeah.
But honestly, people it was the type of game we got dominated.
The quarterback looked like ass for the other team though.
The other team could not throw the ball, but he had 200 yards rushing on us. We couldn't tackle this fucking guy, and he was juking the shit out of our whole defense. And he did not look like a guy who should be juking the shit out of our whole defense. Looked like he probably juked me out, but I think give me 5 times. I'm tackling him once. I haven't tackled anybody in 20 years. But anyhow, we looked so bad that people were wanting to fire the coach. And somebody's going to get our quarterback looks absolutely atrocious. And it's like he's got really one more game where I think we're going to lose North Texas. We're favored by 9.5 points. I don't think so. I mean, that just teaser. That's on my heart pick next week.
That's on one of my picks too.
Because we can't continuously look this back. We were more talented than Washington State. We just lost in every phase of the game. The ball rolled against us, and then we let compound mistake, and it was just so fucking terrible.
Is it in Denton?
No, we don't play home and homes with North fucking Texas. They come to Lubbock, right? We're
God, if y'all lose at home to North Texas,
yeah, I'm gonna be really fucking sad.
Oh, I'm gonna be hyped.
Really, 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 really sad, and I hope it doesn't happen because
go Mean Green.
Okay, but yeah, that was that. I mean,
we didn't talk about him yet, but you said Jason Garrett was a part of the Cowboys.
Yeah,
you finally got to watch a Cowboys game with me.
Yeah.
And they fucking won. They had a really good game.
That was a very interesting experience.
Yeah, it shows you how I feel.
Because you root against one player,
two players.
Derek hates Ezekiel Elliott and
fuck you.
So he's rooting against their quarterback and one of their running backs, right?
They fucking suck.
And he's just talking the whole time about how fucking terrible they are. But he's rooting for CD and the rest of the team. It's the lineman. It's like a selective. How are you gonna root for part of your team and not the other?
Fucking hate him, dude.
Zeke scored a touchdown. You were legitimately
I was mad. I was heated. I
What
did not
the
want
fuck was that about?
It didn't
It's the
align with
weirdest
any of
thing.
my values in life or any of my bets either. So it was stupid. Fuck Zeke. I don't want Zeke to eat. I want Deuce Vaughn in there. I want Rico Dowdle's fine.
What
I don't
the
like
hell?
him, and I don't like Dak. I just don't like him.
What's crazy is I talked to my sister-in-law, who's a Cowboys fan as long as you.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen the podcast, but she has the exact same viewpoint as you.
Dude.
Where, yeah, you're like, she's like, I'm burnt out. I'm over it.
And Dak got fucking paid 2 hours before the game.
He's literally the highest paid NFL player.
He's the highest
ever.
paid NFL player.
Ever for like a couple months.
So
or
why
something.
root against him? I just don't understand.
Why root against? He's making all the money in the world, and he hasn't done anything in the playoffs. He does what he can in the regular season, and that's what you see every year. And I see
He
it
was
over
a
and over.
borderline MVP candidate last year.
Yes, he was during the
Any
regular
other
season.
reasonable franchise
During
would be
the regular season,
buying his jerseys, hyping him up.
During
I'm here
the regular
for Dak
season.
Prescott, and you root against him.
I'm not the only one. Obviously,
I know you're not.
And also,
You're
someone in your
I
family.
think you're in the majority.
I
yeah.
might be.
Yeah.
So here's where the vitriol first starts with Dak. It's because if you're a Dak hater, you were usually a big Romo fan, especially as a quarterback. Obviously, he's a commentator now. Romo had 2 more years in him. Is it Dak's fault that he came in and was given the job? No, it was not. But it happened. And he took the job from Romo when most of the Cowboys fans still thought he had it in him, coming off a 14-2 season, the best season we had in years, and actually looked good. And we had the pieces that we thought. And then Dak comes in because Romo got hurt, and then they keep him in there, and they drop Dak. They could have, or drop Romo. They could have paid Romo. They could have re-signed him to the contract.
No. Romo came out and said, like,
I don't care what
what's
Romo
best
said.
for the franchise, and I'm
Of
not-
course,
yeah.
Jerry Jones runs the fucking team and said, Romo, it's not you, it's Dak. He saw the guy get stomped out on the beach.
I'm just trying to follow the
thought he
mental
was super
gymnastics
cool.
you're playing here.
You can't follow me. If you
Like,
want to try
the mental
and,
gymnastics it takes to
They're
root
gonna-
against your own fucking
you're gonna have to
team,
study
but just
my brain
part
when
of
I'm
them.
dead.
And the
It's
one that's like
probably CTE.
the most important position on the field, you're rooting against him.
I'm not saying I want you to have a terrible game. I'm not saying I want them to win.
Well,
I
would hope so.
I want them to win, and you heard that.
I heard that. I was surprised
That
at
was
that because I was
obvious.
hoping. I mean,
When the defense was on the
when
field.
it started,
turn.
it looked like you were just rooting against him the whole time. I was
Turn.
very fucking confused what was happening.
Fuck
right?
you,
Like,
Dak.
Because
Fuck
I mean,
them.
I've had players on my own team that I have not been the biggest fan of, but I still root for them when they're playing.
No. Year after year after year after year, I see him in the regular season. He's stealing from us at this point. He needs to win some games in the postseason for me to give a shit. I'm ready to move on. I've been ready to move on, but now we can't. It's 4 years.
I mean, I bet y'all get Bryce Young pretty cheap.
Give me Michael Penix.
Bryce
instead.
Young. Yeah.
But anyways, the Cowboys won. They beat the Browns, who have a rapist as a quarterback. And he fucking was
Hey, I'm ready for
ass cheeks.
Jameis. I'm ready for Jameis Winston to be in this mug.
Dude, yeah, Jameis Winston, great
Yeah.
dude. Awesome guy. I hope he
Yeah.
gets to play quarterback for the Browns. He makes the game fun.
I mean, he didn't go crazy in a massage chair. All he did was Google a Uber driver that one time.
And he stole some crab
But
legs.
people, it was long enough ago. People forgot about that.
He does this
No, it was
thing.
like second year.
If he
in the
had
league.
NIL money, he wouldn't
They
have
have
to steal
a
the crab
wild
legs.
quarterback
So.
room. The Browns have a wild quarterback room.
Well, either way, the rapist is going to have to answer for his poor play soon. He was running for his life the whole game, and I was happy about that. Not only as a Cowboys fan, but because I'm a Deshaun Watson hater. Also, the Browns are fucking stupid. $250 million to a guy who
one of the it might be looked at
the worst
it's the
trade
worst-
and contract
the
ever. 'cause
worst
it came hand
contract in the
hand.
history of the NFL.
It was fucking horrible.
250 guaranteed. They don't do guaranteed contracts in the NFL.
And Cleveland's like, I'm sorry, nobody from Cleveland probably watches this. Cleveland's a shithole of a place.
you know the joke of Noah?
Dude,
Hey, you remember that one? Like, have you ever vacationed to Cleveland?
Would
have you ever
anybody?
been there for any reason?
get
Like,
the no.
his vitriol for Cleveland when he played there was the funniest thing I've ever
And the
heard.
Browns just fucking suck year after year, and you have a quarterback issue year after year after year. You get rid of Baker Mayfield, who I'll admit that before recent events I was not a big fan of. I actually absolutely hated Baker Mayfield. I thought he was a
I did too.
douchebag from Austin, which he was and still is. But he's
You're from Austin as well.
yeah, I'm a douchebag too.
Yeah.
But he's kind of gained
Both those guys
my
from
respect and as he's played along, especially with the Buccaneers and the toughness he plays with. But they let him go. Who he's doing absolutely phenomenal. He
He's
won
had a
playoff
glow
games
up.
last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, he's had an absolute glow up after a couple stops.
Yeah.
And now you have Deshaun Watson, who you're paying 50 times more than him, who you have to worry about your female trainers being in the room with. Like, it's just disgusting. It's absolutely wrong. There's no place for it.
Yeah. And
Fuck him.
we need Jameis. Like, the NFL needs Jameis back as a
The
starting
Browns need
quarterback.
Jameis. Cleveland
is
needs
just-
Jameis.
I love Jameis.
They're
so
swimming
much.
in shit every day in that city. Like,
Jameis
give him a little
is-
sunshine.
Jameis's
Give him a little
interview
sprinkle,
when he was
sprinkle
doing
a
that
little sunshine.
ESPN NFL draft class thing with Jim Harbaugh is still maybe my favorite clip of a video ever that I've ever seen. Remember that one where he's like,
I saw it.
like
but I don't-
explain why you got suspended, and he was like, okay, when I played John Carroll back in high school, I was suspended because I laughed at my coach when he cried.
He's very honest.
He volunteered this information.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why would you say that? And Jim Harbaugh's just looking at him like, the fuck is this guy doing?
National treasure.
It's just that video is the best ever.
I think Jameis Winston is a character, and he's awesome. And he has such it seems like a pure soul, like a genuinely happy person who likes what he's doing. Yeah. And I hope he gets the opportunity he deserves. He does sling a lot of picks. Yeah. But he's
fat. He'll throw 400 yards with 3 picks and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it'll be an exciting game, and everybody in Cleveland will enjoy that more than having to watch a handsy fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry for him bringing up the Uber situation, but I mean, he was in the moment in that Uber, I guess. But it was another wild situation.
Oogle. You know, I don't know. Sorry, we don't defend that shit. Actually,
no, don't Oogle your Uber driver.
Don't do anything creepy.
Don't do that.
If you have to ask yourself, is this creepy? Is this weird? Yeah, it is, bro.
It probably is.
Bro, chill.
Yeah. But all right. Well,
how do we feel about Robert Kraft in a massage parlor though? Is it actually? That's probably never mind. We're not gonna touch on
that. Yeah, that's maybe
because there's a lot behind that.
That's enough massage parlor talk.
This probably
rub and tug talk.
Like, are they even there? Podcast. Are they even there on their own accord? You know, are they choosing to be there? Are they choosing to jerk off wrinkly old men?
It's a
Did he tip a lot?
It's a deep.
It's a pretty deep dive.
Deep dive. I'd like to avoid. Yeah, just in general.
Fair enough.
But speaking of Robert Kraft. They killed my survivor pool by beating the Bengals, and so many survivor pools.
Dude, you were so upset.
I was because if you do a survivor pool, you pick one team each week to just win the game.
Just win the game. That's
just
it.
win the game.
Doesn't matter. Favorites,
and you move on to the next
anything.
week. Well, the heaviest favorite this week was the Bengals against
Barbie.
the Pats. And
that boy Barbie or Ken at quarterback.
And what the fuck was that? They came out and just shit the bed and let the Patriots.
They gave up
with Jacoby Brissett, who
Jacoby's tough,
absolute professional. Jacoby Brissett is an absolute professional.
I like Jacoby Brissett. Here's what happened.
He's not a star though.
Here's what happened is they lost all their skill players. They lost Joe Mixon. They lost Tyler Boyd or whatever his name is, and then
Tyler Boyd is his name.
Yeah, T Higgins.
Yeah, well, T Higgins was
out. Hurt. Yeah, he's out right now. And then they lost the tight end, Hayden Hurst. No, he got lost last year anyway. He was on the Panthers last year. Yeah, then I know they lost a lineman too. Like, they lost a lot of people due to these massive contracts they've had to sign.
And Jamar's holding out.
Yeah, Jamar's holding out. He wants even more. Get your money, King,
your
whatever.
Yeah.
But Burrow, of course, costs a lot of money. They just have a lot of money tied up. So they couldn't keep the team going. And this is their first game kind of as a new unit. And their running backs looked bad. I don't know why they picked up Zach Moss.
Zach Moss is good. He's a professional.
He's not a starting running back.
He's
a third or second in a committee.
He started quite a few running back games as running back.
And he didn't do good. And James Cook did way better. Oh, he definitely got ran out of that city. He got ran out of Buffalo. Who's going to run him out of Cincinnati?
He just ran himself into a new contract at each of those places. Like, look.
Yeah, keep making your money.
He's a top-tier backup.
To me, right now, the Bengals are not a candidate to make the Super Bowl whatsoever. I don't see it.
Bold take.
Not that bold.
There are 2 teams in the Super Bowl every year. And you're going to say
I got you.
Real bold.
I said not even a contender, though. So
not even a contender. I think they're going to be in the playoffs.
I think they squeak through the playoffs only because their division's ass.
As long as they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they're going to figure this shit out. They'll be just fine. They should have won that
game. Ravens
honestly, who lost in that game was the Irwin guy as he was going in the end zone, fumbling that ball. That was early in the game. But if he doesn't, he fumbles on the 1 yard line, they get that ball. It changes the
momentum. It does a lot.
Yeah, if it's 7-7, I'm probably still in my survivor pick.
Either way,
week 2 is.
Patriots played tough. They had a new coach and they locked it down. So
good on them. Shout out to him. He looked great. And you know what? This team is going to look like. Jacoby Brissett was great and all, but this team is going to look so fucking good with Drake May. So good.
I don't think so.
When Drake May is the answer, Drake May is. Buy him. I'm believing in him. Drake May.
Same guys that bought Mac Jones are buying Drake May.
I'm buying Drake May. I'm buying Drake. And I didn't buy Mac Jones.
You had some, but you didn't buy
I won that on a break. Yeah. DJ. Yeah. But, all right. Well, outside of that, I mean, we got a pretty good game happening tonight. And tonight, like, when we're recording this, not like
Monday Night Football.
It'll already be out. Monday Night Football would have already happened by the time this is released. So, do you want...
Who's announcing Monday Night Football right now?
Actually, is it the same people that...
Is Peyton going to be doing it, or is
the Manning cast?
The Manning cast. I want to see the Manning cast.
They're keeping the Manning cast going, but I'm trying to think. Even it's probably a good thing. I can't remember who was broadcasting it.
Well, tonight, whatever you watch, it's going to be the Jets, the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers and those peoples, and Sauce Gardner, one of my favorites, like that boy Sauce, against the 49ers and Brock Purdy, Glock 30. Glock 30 at that back there, just ready to let it off.
And what we really need more than anything, the only thing I care about in this whole game, we need 54 points combined from Breece Hall and Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh,
Yes,
that's a
54.
lot.
That's a lot, but
That's
hey,
a lot.
that's a lot of touchdowns between those two. That's a lot of yards
They have
between
good
those two. That's a lot of catches
defenses,
between those two.
though. Ugh.
Get out of here. We're believing. We're riding, and I really don't want to go 0-6 in my first week. It's possible.
It's very possible.
It's probable.
I'm 2-0 in fantasy this
It's
week.
probable. I also, if Greg Kittle wants to get one catch and fumble it, that'd be sick too.
I have a half a point deficit.
George Kittle, excuse me.
Yeah, I have a half a point deficit in one of my games, but I have Debo tonight. So the minute he catches a ball, the game's over.
If he catches it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. If he catches the ball. But if I lose tonight, I'll just chalk it up as bullshit.
Well, we did this before with one of the basketball games a while back. Just tell me what you think happens, and we'll see how
tonight.
Bad, yeah, tell me how bad. Like react to it, and we'll see how poorly this ages on the episode.
I mean, I think the final score it's going to be.
I think wow, the Niners just smoked, and we really thought the Jets were back.
Deal.
You know, give me one of them. Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy that Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the second fucking play again.
Ran it back.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A year later, again?
Bro, he just obliterated himself. Holistic healing, denying the shot. What are you doing out
ayahuasca
here, bro?
don't do shit.
He's just getting paid to go out there and get hurt.
Yeah.
He just wants to do all the drugs, all the peyote. I don't blame him. And then when Breece Hall punched him in the face at the end of the game, holy fuck,
that was a Monday night we won't forget.
He said, I needed that rock in that moment, and you're a fucking bitch. It was crazy.
That's nuts.
Awesome.
That's nuts.
Debo Samuel taking off his jersey, too, saying, I'm done with this shit. Yeah, Brandon Ayuk got all those targets, and Debo said, I can already see where this is going. I'm out. Peace out. So he pulled an AB. Jersey off, ran through the sidelines, and then I think he was trading teams, but there wasn't enough time on the clock. So.
Yeah, he asked for a trade to the Steelers. He's like, that's what I really wanted.
The Steelers?
Ayuk?
Oh, I was talking about Debo.
Oh, sorry.
Because Debo is different. He don't want to go to the Steelers. He wants to go to the Cowboys.
I thought you were talking about Ayuk.
Debo Samuel to the Cowboys. You heard it here first after last night's mishaps.
Okay.
Or Monday night's mishaps.
Okay. Well, that's something. You know, I mean, Breece Hall, dude. He's that guy.
Breece.
Iowa State, stand up, you know.
He doesn't kill kids. He does not.
Chill. We are moving on. No more corn talk. Let's get into our James Moran segment of the week. Shout out to James Moran.
Shout out to James Moran. Shout out to all the Houston Astros.
This is for you.
This is specifically for James Moran.
Nothing but
he wants to catch up on the Astros talk. Every week. He wants to know, did Kikuchi win again?
And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah. A big fucking resounding yes.
You thought the Astros wouldn't win with Kikuchi.
Every fucking time Kikuchi takes the mound.
Yeah.
It's a dub for the good guys.
Yeah.
It's a dub for the Stros. And James Moran absolutely relishes that moment.
Yeah.
I know he's super excited all the time.
And he always wants he keeps up with the Rangers. The Rangers are 7.5 games back.
Oh, they're getting some wins. Yeah. They actually beat the shit out of the Yankees a couple times. Yeah. And Wyatt Langford hit a walk-off grand slam.
3 walk-offs in a row.
Yeah, that was sick because we hate the
But
Yankees.
we're not talking about them. We're talking about the Astros.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was just saying they're 7.5 games back. They're winning right now. We had a rough Sunday night.
We had a rough Sunday night, but the games before that, we had 3 wins in a row.
I am curious. Are you concerned about JV?
He's asking me if I'm concerned about Justin Verlander,
yes,
a Hall of Fame starting pitcher for the Astros who's come back from injury and gone 0-4 and looked.
And he gave up 8 runs. And
he didn't look great.
Hey,
in his defense, 7 of those runs were to the same guy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
One guy.
What are you gonna do with one guy?
Fucking
can take that guy out and he's doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. But
that's one way to look at it.
I'm not worried yet.
Yeah.
If we get to the end of this month and he has 2 more starts, I do that. Yeah, I'll be in the mode of put him in the pen.
Put him in the pen.
Put him in the pen.
Bring him out in a key situation. Do we bring him out in a key situation? Do we bring him out after somebody?
He might be a game 4 starter or a second.
Is he going to be fighting with Forrest Whitley over innings?
No, Whitley's not. Whitley's had 1 inning.
He'll be on the playoff.
God, no Whitley slander. Anyways.
0 ERA for Forrest Whitley. Fun fact.
You thought it was already ruined, though.
Fun fact.
You thought it was already ruined. For the first time all year as well, Tucker Bregman, not all year, sorry, for the past 3 months.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker's back. Tuck came back to the lineup. Then he was in the same lineup as Jordan, Jose. Was Bregman there or not? Hmm? Bregman was in there. We had Pena. We had Yainer Diaz. So we finally had our full strength lineup and lost. Yeah. But it's going to happen again tonight or tomorrow night. We play tomorrow night. So they'll be together and they're going to cruise along. James Moran knows it. We're headed to the World Series again. He says it himself all the time to us. So we just want to reiterate that fact that we stand behind James Moran when he says that the Houston Astros are going to make the World Series.
Yeah. 100%. That was a great prediction by him.
Yeah. It's timeless at this point. You kind of have to. You can't bet against us. He knows it.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Also,
crazy.
speaking of other niche,
little niche market.
cuts here.
Part of what we're about to, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Golden Frog Wax House.
Golden Frog.
The
Vox
Golden Frog
House.
Wax House at the Wax
Vox
House.
House.
The Wax
Do
House.
you have a helper coming with you?
Kyle Rose is. I believe. I need to double check. We need to
From
lock
the
it down.
Rose.
That this Saturday, 10 a.m.
This Saturday.
10 a.m. on Whatnot.
Who wakes up that early?
At the tag, it's Casey time. Well,
Not
you don't have to
Degens.
wake up that early.
Not fucking DJs.
You don't have to wake up that early. You can join in whenever, right? You can join in whenever. We will
I
be
can buy right
streaming
now?
all day.
I can buy right now.
I think you could. I
I
think
could buy
you
into
could
the
lock.
break
You
right
could buy
now.
into the break right now. I believe. I don't know.
Can I borrow some
Did
money?
you try? Was that live?
Anybody? Yeah, cash at me and I got you, bro.
Okay. Well, if you don't know what we're talking about, Whatnot online application, phone
On your phone?
application. You can also get it on desktop. I have been streaming there and having card shows where I'm selling cards, and my goal has been to get to a point where I can do a break. Right, that's what I started.
That's what the Vox
in this
House
app. That's
is
where
all about.
Vast majority of my cards come from for breaks, and I wanted to get into the business of doing them. And I had a goal to get to sell enough single cards to get my first break going, and I got it.
Hell
And,
yeah.
it's a product that I don't see a whole lot of breaks doing on the app. It is Bowman U football. So we have Bowman U
Bowman U
Chrome, we have
football.
Bowman U Best, we have 2022 and 2023 product.
So who are you looking
All
for
on
in
the
those
same table.
products?
You're looking for CJ Stroud,
Stroud?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
god. He's a
Yeah,
beast.
trash.
He is. He's
4 yards.
and he's getting. Fun fact about Marvin Harrison Jr. He is getting sued by basically the entire trading card industry.
Yes, he is.
So he will not have licensed autographs in any other product but Bowman U.
And you can
football.
buy Ohio State. So
You
if
can buy
anything gets
Ohio
pulled in
State.
that break,
Both CJ Stroud and Marvin are Ohio State. Definitely the most expensive team in. But not only are you buying those,
Yeah.
when you buy into this break,
what are you buying? What else are we getting with
you're
this?
getting 2 wheel teams. So
Two
I am deeming,
wheel teams.
I am deeming all the teams with. I think the number was 11 hits or under out of these 4 products.
Yeah.
Right. 11 possible cards that you could hit.
Are we talking boxes? Are we talking cases?
Boxes. So 4 boxes,
Four
and
boxes.
4 packs. Of
4 boxes
national
and 4
packs.
packs. National packs.
The national convention packs.
What
that
if
just
those are
released?
Yeah, what if those are like a random player? You're just gonna go with the teams from the
What do you mean
cities?
random player? No. These are Bowman U football packs.
But from the national.
From the
Okay,
national.
Okay.
Right,
Now I get it.
right.
Now
So
I
they
get
were. I mean, unfortunately, I had the idea of doing a 6 boxer with the 23 product. I think is a little cooler,
it. Mhm.
just because you have more names. They did a bigger checklist there. Unfortunately, the hobby box of Bowman U Best and the Delight box of Bowman U Chrome.
Breaker's Delight because you're a
Breaker's
breaker
Delight.
now.
Yeah. And I got one for Bowman Best. It's still a Breaker's box.
Breaker's Delight
Breaker's
is
Delight
like
box.
an enhanced version of the product where they only put hits in it. It's
They
like
only
you
have,
little.
and instead of having a shit ton of packs,
you have 1 pack
you have 1 pack
and a lot of good cards. In
and a
there.
lot of good cards.
Allegedly.
So I've got that with Bowman U Best over 23, and it's I'm just excited to have my first break.
Hell yeah! You're
I'm
gonna
so
rip some
pumped.
wax.
And I want to call out
Who are
for
we calling out?
whoever
What are we calling
buys
out?
the most, whoever takes down the takes down the
By
most
dollar or teams?
Excuse me.
What the fuck?
Sorry, excuse me. Bless me.
Get the fuck. Are you real?
It's my sneezes. You can ask my wife; she hates them.
Bless you. man.
But yeah, we will be for most dollars.
Just one
spent,
sneeze?
Most dollars.
There's
spent.
no follow up.
Normally I have a follow up. It's
Oh,
a very
God.
rare
Everybody
thing
brace
that
yourself.
I don't have a follow up.
Strap in.
My arms hurt after sneezes. I think that's something.
Have you told your doctor?
I need to go to one. So,
Nice.
but anyhow, the person who spends the most amount of dollars.
Okay.
Right. So
Nice.
like if you
Probably
take
buy the most teams.
if you took down a shit ton of teams, like that's cool. If you do both, you're locking yourself in to Degen of the week next week.
Degen of the week.
Degen of the week. Whoever, it's going to be focused around this show
On the break.
And,
yeah. With the break.
it's they're all connected. There's podcasts connected to that show. That show's connected to this podcast. We're all symbiotic. I think that's the right symbiotic.
Sure.
Symbiotic.
You scratch my back,
correct.
I'll scratch
That's
yours.
correct. Thank you. It's correct. We're in synergy with them. We're
Okay, now you're just pushing these buzzwords and you need to chill on it.
But
I will tell you, folks, if you want to be a winner, you want to be a winner this week, and you're going to get on Whatnot.
Take that.
You're going to get on Whatnot, and you're going to take down a team.
You're
You're
turn
going to
that
get a
down.
wheel team, brother. The value is crazy. If you hopped in your car and you went to the bar and you told that lady, I just bought Ohio State in the Wax House break, the Golden Frog Wax House break, she's going home with you.
Yeah.
She doesn't even need to see the cards. She knows you're a man of taste.
She thought you were losing
knows
before.
you're about that life. Now, she sees you with the Texas Longhorns. My God, she knows that you're a man of conviction. She knows that you're loyal. She knows that you're down to party.
Yeah.
And that's just what you're going to do when you get in the Wax House. We're going to party. We're going to rip some wax, and we're going to pull some fucking cards. So you get ready, and you open up a can of whoop ass, all right? Because we're here.
Yes.
And we're going to rip some fucking wax, all right?
That's a great video.
You like that?
I like that. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I called in that dude.
Turn your L to a W.
Turn your L to a W.
Turn your L. Yeah.
$39.95.
We'll show you. They're not even in on the joke. We'll show y'all the video afterwards.
I tried.
He did a pretty good job right
at the beginning, and then I lost it.
Yeah.
Hey, be there or be square. All right.
Yes, and you're gonna get not only all the cards you hit in that break, you're gonna get a stand, much like our Degenerators stand right here. You're gonna get that stand and a fat slab, not the one that's standing on this one.
Slab?
I'm gonna DM you personally, and I will ask who your favorite players are, who your favorite team is.
Your DMs, buddy.
Hey, shut up, man. Shut up with that. Michael Hudson hadn't been playing lately either. It's a different sore spot, but
you talk about him a lot.
Yeah, I know. But you're gonna get a slab of your favorite player. I will go in because I really just appreciate everybody, whoever hops in and really just takes advantage of the really good prices you're getting in this break. I also want to help you out because you'll be the Degen of the week, right? We've had 5 Degens of the week that we know.
Yeah.
Now 3 Degens of the week that we don't know, but they haven't really noticed us yet. Shout out to him.
Shout out Tyreek. Freaky Tyreek.
Yeah. See,
Cheetah's going to see us.
This is the week. Tyreek.
Hey, I'll race you, Cheetah.
Yeah.
For content only, though, because I'm going to lose.
That would be pretty sad. But
even sadder if you join in.
We're excited for you. Whoever the Degen of the week next week is, we're really pumped.
But unfortunately, nobody else is going to get a pack of cards next week because I'm going to win HGH.
Yeah.
I might bind to your break and be Degen of the week, too. Wouldn't that be hot?
I bet
you would just be happy that somebody bought a new break.
Hey, shut up.
If it fills, that's awesome. That's what we want.
If it fills,
it's gonna fill.
I will be on there till 4 in the fucking morning.
We're ripping cards.
I will fill this break.
Kyle Rose is sleeving in top loading cards.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna happen.
And I'm pulling them. I'm ripping them.
After you pull whatever I buy, I need you to sign it for me. All right.
All right.
You already did send me a signed card. That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty.
Should have brought that one.
Yeah, you should have.
I will next time. All right. Well, that gets us into what?
HGH. The HGH picks of the week.
What is HGH, man?
We make gambling picks with our head, our guts, and our hearts. And this is my week to get back on track. I need it.
He's 0-6 the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I stuck to more football this week. It's all football.
Just what he knows,
I know it. I will get these games right eventually. If I've been this cold, just wait till I get hot. Just wait till I get hot. It's about to happen. It's about to turn.
Hop on a heater. Hit me with
and
the
it's
H.
gonna start. It's gonna start with my head pick. My head pick is UConn to cover the +17 versus Duke. Duke. I watched Duke's game last week. Right, my head told me this is not a very good football team. Right, they have Malik Murphy, he's good enough. I think Duke wins this game, but 17 is a lot. Right, and UConn is a pretty piss poor program. They are pretty brutal. Right, they came out and got stomped 50-7 week 1 to Maryland. They got embarrassed. They got shamed. Right,
that's actually wild.
And then they played a high school team. I think it was Merrimack. They didn't know how to football team. They normally a basketball program gets in the first weekend of the tournament, but they stomped all over Merrimack last week, and this week they, I think they keep it within 17 to Duke. I mean, Malik Murphy he's making some throws, but he's just
former Horn.
He's just not. I don't know.
He's not Arch Manning. That's why he's not with UT.
He's not there. He's not
as polished as he could be.
No,
but.
So I think that's why I'm right. My head sees that, and I'll look through the scores recently, and I don't know, man. I feel like now Duke beating any team by 17, I think they get up by a couple touchdowns and run the ball, and
wasting that much breath on an unranked team is unreal to me. My head pick is way better, which is probably stupid because I am pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm going back to the well with 2 Texas teams because I am a son of the Republic of Texas, and I love the state that I live in, except for certain things. But look it up, please. It doesn't matter because it's my turn. So my head pick is UNT. Call. First of all, and they're going against Texas Tech Red Raiders. Boo, boo. I think there's going to be way too many points in that game because they both are not very good. And they're just going to annihilate each other, get each other tired. The over is going to hit 68.5 points. I know it's a lock because Tech sucks too, but it's going to be a
your gut thought the over hit last week and it didn't.
All I know is HGH, I've been winning, bro. Been opening packs, you haven't. So keep it rolling. Let's hear your next bad one.
All right, my gut pick, I'm going to the NFL, National Football League. I got the Raiders -9.5 Or no. Ravens -9.5
the
against the
Raiders.
Raiders. I got my team switched up there.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the Ravens are a really good football team. I think that Isaiah Likely was a little whiny, but he was really fucking good. They're all clicking when they're riding. It's good. Gardner Minshew, I want to root for it. I want to like him so bad, but he's going to turn the ball over, in my opinion.
That's what he does.
You turn the ball over to that defense and give a short field to Lamar Jackson with that star-powered offense, like they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the Raiders beating them.
I think -9.5 double-digit win for the Ravens could happen.
Where's it at? Do you know?
No.
Okay.
I think it's in Baltimore.
I think that has a little bit of play for me just because I think that the Raiders came behind their shit at home.
Talk about your gut pick. Don't worry about mine.
My gut pick is also from the NFL.
Okay.
As I watch these games and I kind of see these teams every year and know how shitty Daniel fucking Jones is.
He's really shitty.
He's fucking horrible for the Giants.
140 mil on that guy.
The Commanders have the number 2 overall pick on their team, Jaden Daniels, at quarterback. He didn't look amazing throwing the ball, but he looked really good extending plays.
He's fast.
He's fast. They ran the offense. They moved the ball. The line was moving people a little bit. I think that they cover their spread. They're giving 2.5 points. So I think they win by 3 or more. I just think the Giants aren't good offensively. Malik Neighbors looked all right.
Oh, Kadarius Toney signing with the Browns.
Oh, even more shit. Oh, great.
Fascinating.
Yeah. You know, breaking lines news with shit. So.
Breaking news. Oh. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. That was
your gut pick.
Yeah, my gut pick is Commanders covering the spread at 2.5.
-2.5.
-2.5.
-2.5.
Yes, they're gonna win by 3 or more
against the Giants.
Against the Giants.
I can see it.
And it's at home, so I think they do it.
On that terrible turf.
Dan Quinn isn't a bad coach either, so
he's not. For my heart play, you know where I'm going. I thought about, should I go for it again? Should I just start going with West Brom? Right, that's an option for my heart. Should I start?
You don't even pay attention.
Should I start? I do pay attention. Yes, I do. Absolutely pay attention. We won 1-0 last game. Fuck off. Don't tell me what I pay attention to. But the team I pay the most attention to is Texas Tech. And does any part of me think this is going to happen? Feel this is going to happen? No, that's why I didn't make it my head or my gut pick. I want it to happen so bad. This is the most desperate heart pick I've ever had in the history of the show.
Everybody call back the clip right now of this man saying that the Red Raiders were going undefeated and going through every fucking game.
It's aged like guacamole left out on the counter. It is aged so poorly, and I don't care because I still think this team can go 11-1. I said we could go 11-1, and we still statistically could. Statistically, we still could. We could find something. I hope that we maybe play the 5-star recruit that we got for the first time in the history of the school.
What is he telling you in the messages?
He hasn't responded to that one tweet that I deleted over a year and a half ago. So fuck yourself. But he hasn't seen the field. He got his first catch. He saw the field like very, very minimally. He got one catch. That the broadcaster, the drunk ass broadcaster, said he's a transfer from Oregon. Guy needs to get his facts right. I had to watch the 3 quarters of that game on mute. It's utter silence. Not because his team was losing, so sad. It was a sad day, sad night. Really, it was a fun day, but a sad night, Saturday night. But this Saturday night will not be sad because we're winning. We're getting back on track, and I want this to happen so bad. It's not going to.
What is it?
9.5. -9.5. Texas Tech winning by double digits against North Texas.
Go Mean Green. Fuck that pick. My heart.
I just wanted to happen so bad.
Lies with the horns. And my protector is Quinn Ewers right now. Mm-hmm. He's protecting the fragility of my heart. And they're playing UTSA, which is...
Meet, motherfuckers. Meet.
Quick hour-and-a-half drive from here. These players are going to know a lot about each other. Some of these UTSA guys. I don't know. They played at the same high schools and in the same events, but they're not.
One was like the one everybody was watching, and the other one was just
typical. It's not the same caliber of player, but they're going to know each other. UTSA is really going to want to light the horns up, but they don't fucking do it. And the horns drop 58 on them, and the over is at 53.5. So 58-0, maybe 3.
Wait, you betting the over?
I'm betting the fucking over.
What? You didn't learn your lesson from the last time?
Betting the fucking over.
Of your heart.
Do you want to know why?
Over?
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Arch Manning. Arch Manning's coming in when we're up 42-0.
Right, to hand the ball off a couple times.
No. This is for the whole second half.
You did this week one. You bet the over in your game.
Half.
You did the over, and y'all
Arch
won
Manning coming in,
52-0, and
slamming
you
it.
lost on your heart pick.
That's fine.
That's so stupid.
That's fine. That pick doesn't have anything to do with my happiness, but my heart would love to see that fucking shit happen.
Okay. All right.
As long as they win, I'm happy. But if that hits,
it's your prerogative.
God, I'm fucking diamonds if that hits.
The concept of HGH, I don't think you get it. But
my perception is my reality.
Yeah.
Therefore, I make the picks however the fuck I want.
The perception and the reality are all wrong.
Well, the record is all right, and it's better than yours.
Okay. Keep
one
day.
Keep winning. I'll keep winning.
The tides are gonna turn.
I'll keep winning.
I just feel it.
The tides are gonna turn.
The tides
I've watched more fucking.
All right, but my juice is one pick away from winning last week.
But it didn't, so sucks.
And this week we're gonna win it. And I steered clear of all the stuff I want to happen. Like I shouldn't have had Texas Tech as my kicker. I shouldn't. I knew we were gonna lose that game. I didn't know I thought we were gonna win. But this week I have LSU -7 against South Carolina. South Carolina's got game day there. The atmosphere is gonna be electric. LSU is going to absolutely crush them. I think they might win by 20.
You think Brian Kelly's going to win?
I do. Because Brian Kelly does this. He loses their first game. He makes a little fucking embarrassment of himself. He lights the team up, and they come out playing, though, after that. Kansas State had a scare last week. They almost lost to Tulane, in Tulane, in New Orleans. But this week they play Arizona, and I think they stomp them. K-State money line. I think Florida beats Texas A&M. Do you know why? Because there's a guy that you probably don't know anything about, right? A guy named DJ Lagway that is now the guy. Graham Mertz got hurt. He's out of here. DJ Lagway is a name to remember. A kid from Texas boy running it at Florida. He's an athlete. He can run the shit out of the ball. He's got a good arm. He gives me Anthony Richardson vibes, honestly. And I think that he comes out and has a coming out party against A&M. He had his last week. They played some small school and he had like 5 touchdowns and like 400 yards or something. But I do have one heart-related pick in this juice as well. I've got Vandy to beat Georgia State by 10.
Georgia State hasn't looked.
The Doors are
horrible.
for real. Yeah, but the Doors are for real. Diego Pavia is a menace. You're going to learn about Diego Pavia.
Every week you say something that doesn't age well.
Diego Pavia is a beast, man. And
every guy you've talked about hasn't had a good game the next week or even played.
Oronde Gadsden did, excuse me. He went off last week as they beat Georgia Tech.
He wasn't even the guy you brought the most cards over, though.
Yeah, he was.
No, the other guy was. You had multiples of the other one.
Which other guy?
I don't know.
Will Shepard. Yeah, and he had 59 yards. He had a good week.
And an L, yeah. Big L.
Yeah, Colorado.
Huge
we didn't talk about
L.
Prime. Damn. Anyhow.
Fuck them.
I've got Sam Houston beating Hawaii, who gives a fuck game. And I've got the Colts beating the Packers by 4, so -3.5. That's plus 39.57. $10 pays out $405. So yep, that's my juice for the week.
That's what's up. The rest of mine comes from my HGH. I had 3 picks to it for my juice.
Yeah.
Bills Dolphins play Thursday.
Yep.
I got the under on that. It's at 50.
50, right?
50. I don't see the defenses for both teams are very stout. They're actually they both played really well their last game for the most part. Bills played all right.
Offenses are really good too.
The offenses are very good, but I don't have faith in the Bills offense right now. Josh Allen runs, he does
That's
well.
That's a high line. I can understand.
But it's just I don't see it on a Thursday. Thursdays suck. Thursday games are fucking horrible. Most teams don't perform up to their standard on Thursday. It's like something that a lot of teams really hate is playing on Thursday. So I just think it's under. Bringing this one back to the home state too. Got T-State, Texas State, Bobcats, all that bullshit.
They got a big matchup. Arizona State?
Arizona State. And I got them with +2.
That if we do end up firing Joey, that coach looks real nice.
Oh yeah, you want him? Yeah,
that coach G.J. Kinney. Yeah, he look real good in red and black. I'm just saying,
I got them +2, so
he look real good up in Lubbock.
They're gonna win, though. I think they're gonna win. I hope they win. It's also in San Marcos, which is gonna get fucking rowdy. The only time
from my house, I might just head down there.
So one thing about last year for Texas State, if you live in Texas, it's designated as a party school. It's a respectable university. A lot of people go there.
Yeah.
It's a good place to go. It's a good place to party. Down in San Marcos as well.
Place,
great place. So they made it into a bowl game. They made it into the Alamo Bowl last year, which is right down the street at fucking San Antonio for them.
It was up in Dallas.
Was it in Dallas?
Yeah, it was up in Dallas.
Oh, my bad.
I don't remember exactly.
Alamo Bowl.
It wasn't.
Then there was Cotton, or was it something
they
else?
weren't playing in the Alamo Bowl.
Okay, well they were playing in a bowl in Texas.
Yeah,
they're playing in a bowl game in Texas.
Yep.
And at what point do you think that stadium ran out of beer? Have you ever heard of a stadium running out of beer?
It was pretty early on.
It was like
they're playing Rice too.
They were playing Rice, another Texas team, and everybody just wanted to get drunk. And I think right after halftime, they sold their last beer. They ran out of every drop of beer in that fucking stadium. So that should tell you enough about Texas State and the people who follow them.
It was the First Responder Bowl.
First Responder Bowl. And shout out to First Responders. But yeah, they ran out of beer. So hopefully they're ready for them next time. But Texas State likes to party. I like to party. Hope they get a dub.
I like it. I like that pick. I almost had that. That was almost my head pick.
One team that Matt likes to talk about and hold on to earlier in the show. I'm actually gonna put some money on them. I think they're gonna. I think Georgia Bulldogs, the biggest threat to the Longhorns in the SEC as far, or even the nation to some people. I have them covering the spread against Kentucky. Kentucky fucking sucks. Their spread is 24
they looked
points.
Real bad last week.
Yeah, and Georgia's got a point to prove after Texas just made a statement. They're gonna need to go out and blow out Kentucky. That's just what they're gonna do. And it's their first SEC game of the year. They're going to make a big statement and say, hey, we fucking won championship, dog. Like, we're not shit. Or we're not bad shit, I guess. Either way. But I think they're going to do that.
They're really good. Yeah.
If you put $10 on that, you'd win $449.
Cool.
Well, not too bad. Not too shabby.
It's not shabby. That's not shabby.
But it hasn't hit yet for me, even though I keep winning our HGH competition. We both kind of suck at the
I will say I've sucked at that, but I have like little day of inclinations. And I had one this past week. It was just like
so you're telling us after the fact.
While they were doing okay. But I have receipts to prove it.
Okay.
That like before the Colorado-Nebraska game, right? Like I just saw the interview with Matt Rule before that game.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, this game's over.
Dude, in his little
the game is over before it started. He absolutely came out and caked them.
Good coach.
And shout out to Nebraska. The one thing we missed that I wanted to talk about, did you see Nebraska in the locker room after that game playing Shadur's song? Perfect time.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
But he also opened himself up to that by doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deion's a great marketing manager, not a great coach. So
they looked pretty bad. They looked underprepared.
Yeah, just like your HGH picks.
Hey. Well, I avoided them like the plague this time around. But that is, I think that's about it. That's a wrap. Thank y'all for listening.
See you next week.
We appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week.
Motherfuckers.
We will see y'all next week, and I'll be ripping the pack because
we'll see.
I'm winning HGH.
Tendies.
Is it.
Shout out Wimby.
All right.
We've been the Degenerators.
Oh, you're going to close it out again?
Yeah. We're here with
let's do a couple alternate innings.
We're here with In Between Productions.
Yeah, we are.
We've been the Degenerators. I'm Derek the Dude. That's It's Casey time.
Casey time.
What do you have for us before we party out?
What do I have for y'all? Just please, Joey McGuire. Joey McGuire, this one's for you. Just please, just get the boys ready to play this weekend. You're going to kill me if not. That's all I do.
Simple little hook 'em.
Record tech.
Yeah.